All right, let's get right into it. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're shining a spotlight on a truly fascinating and honestly, kind of unsung hero of the nutrition world. We are looking at a humble but incredibly mighty grain known as Ragi. Now, if you haven't heard of it, or maybe you've only seen it tucked away on some niche health food shelf, you are in for an absolute treat today. We're going to break down exactly how this ancient staple is stepping up to solve some very modern health problems. But first, let me ask you something that I think we can all relate to, and frankly, it's a little exhausting. Are you tired of tasteless fad diets? I mean, we've all been there, right? You jump on the newest trend, force down meals that literally taste like cardboard, and a few weeks later, you're hungry, cranky, and right back where you started. It is an endless cycle. But what if the answer wasn't some new lab-formulated meal plan, but actually an ancient grain that's been quietly thriving for centuries? Enter Ragi. So, scientifically, it's called Eleusine coracanna, but most people just know it as finger millet. It's this super nutrient-dense cereal crop from the grass family, mostly grown in parts of Africa and Asia. And today, we're going to take a systemic tour of the human body to see exactly what it does. We'll explore how Ragi acts as this holistic, highly accessible solution to our modern nutritional gaps, moving from your bones to your blood and right down to your gut. Okay, let's kick off this tour right at the foundation, Section 1, the ultimate nutritional powerhouse. The sheer density of nutrition packed into just a tiny serving of this stuff is wild. Listen to these numbers for a standard 100-gram portion. You're getting 320 kilocalories of energy, a solid 7 grams of protein, a massive 11 grams of dietary fiber, 364 milligrams of calcium, and 4.62 milligrams of iron. I mean, wow! For vegans, vegetarians, or honestly just anyone trying to be healthier, these stats are the absolute perfect foundation for your daily diet. It is plant-based nutrition firing on all cylinders. Let's move to our next stop and see how this actually builds our physical framework. Section 2, building better bones. Get this, when you directly contrast Ragi against the everyday dietary staples we all eat, like rice and wheat, the results are staggering. Ragi contains 10 times more calcium than rice or wheat. 10 times. We eat rice and wheat almost mindlessly every single day, completely missing out on this incredible skeletal support system that Ragi just naturally brings to the table. So the real kicker here is that specific number, 364 milligrams of calcium per 100 grams. Why does that matter so much? Well, maintaining bone density is a lifelong battle for us. Incorporating a natural, heavy-hitting calcium source like this into your meals is absolutely crucial for preventing debilitating issues like osteoporosis later in life. It's basically proactive healthcare, straight from your plate. All right, moving right along, let's take our tour from the bones directly into the bloodstream. Section 3, balancing your blood. You remember that 4.62 milligrams of iron we talked about a minute ago? Well, that is actively a work-building red blood cells. Iron is literally the building block for hemoglobin, which, as you might know, is the protein that carries oxygen to every single cell in your body. By integrating Ragi into your routine, you're effectively fighting off iron deficiency anemia and keeping your daily energy levels super stable. On top of that, Ragi has what's known as a low glycemic index. If you aren't familiar with that term, it basically means the food releases sugar into your bloodstream slowly and steadily. No sudden spikes and no brutal afternoon crashes. This makes Ragi a scientifically backed, incredibly smart choice for people managing diabetes, or frankly, for anyone just trying to crush those intense 3 p.m. sugar cravings. Next up, we are guiding the tour straight down into the gut. Section 4, digestion and weight management. The way this works is beautifully simple, kind of like a chain reaction. First, you eat Ragi with its heavy 11 grams of dietary fiber. Then, that dense fiber sits in your digestive tract and keeps you feeling fuller for way longer. Because you're actually satisfied, your urge to snack drops naturally. And finally, you get sustainable weight loss without starving yourself. Plus, all that fiber promotes regular digestion and feeds the good bacteria in your gut. It's a total win-win. And if you're sensitive to gluten, Ragi is a total lifesaver. It is 100% naturally gluten-free. It's also rocking 0 sodium and 0 cholesterol. Actually, studies show it actively helps raise your good HDL cholesterol while sweeping away the bad fatty deposits in your heart vessels. So you're getting some really exceptional cardiovascular protection in there too. Beyond those core systems, let's look at the secondary perks because they are awesome.
Ragi has vitamin C, acting as an antioxidant to prevent skin damage. It's packed with zinc to boost hair growth. It supports your whole immune system. It even contains an amino acid called tryptophan, which your brain converts into serotonin, so it literally boosts your mood and cognitive function. Oh, and for new mothers, it's known to safely increase milk production. It really just optimizes the whole shebang.
Now, real talk for a second. Like any good explainer, we have to look at the full picture here. There are a couple of small caveats. Eating too much ragi can increase oxalic acid in the body, which isn't great if you're prone to kidney stones. And in extremely high amounts, it might mess with thyroid function. It's also generally not recommended for babies under 6 months old. So you know the drill. Moderation is key.
Okay, let's zoom out from the human body for a second and look at the macro picture. Section 5, a sustainable future food.
What makes ragi a true food of the future is its unbelievable sustainability. It's a survivor. It's highly drought-resistant, requiring way less water and fertilizer than other staple crops. It actually thrives in dry, marginal lands, making it a crucial, low-cost crop that supports local farmers in harsh climates. Plus, its natural antioxidants give it a super long shelf life, which cuts down on food waste.
And hey, this isn't just some niche internet health trend, it is a massive global movement. In fact, to highlight their profound health benefits and climate resilience, the United Nations officially declared 2023 as the International Year of Millets. The world is finally waking up to the reality that we desperately need crops that can survive climate change while still deeply nourishing us.
India is really leading the charge here. They are successfully bringing this versatile grain back to the forefront through huge government actions. They're offering subsidies to farmers, running massive nationwide nutrition campaigns like Poshan Ma, and launching local programs like Karnataka's Ragi Balaku. They're even making it super convenient by putting it into instant breakfast cereals and snacks. It just goes to show that ancient grains can totally fit into our crazy, busy modern lives. So that brings us to the end of our explainer today. And I want to leave you with a bit of a challenge. Now that you've seen how it fortifies your bones, balances your blood sugar, fixes your digestion, and literally helps protect the planet, how are you going to adapt your daily routine to include ancient grains like ragi? Whether you swap out your morning oats for a warm ragi porridge, or you try a crispy ragi dosa for dinner, the power to radically upgrade your health is right there waiting for you. Catch you next time.